What is up? What is up, people? Welcome back. We got another episode of the O.O.C. And of course, we got the usual convicts in the house. Even have my homeboy Danny here to bless us with his presence once again.
Whoop. That's the sound of the police.
What's up, people? How you doing? Roberto, you're still muted. There you go. There you go. There you go. That's
What's good? What's good? What's good?
What is up? Got people in the chat hating us. Which one?
KRS-One.
Yeah, KRS-One.
You remember that stupid song Shinehead made about I'm real cool, I chill to the max. I might act crazy, but I don't smoke crack.
Yeah,
that's right.
Like, what the fuck?
We got Aiden in the house. Gamer King 316 is in the house. Drop Shop is in the house. Mad Mama Bear is in the house. Welcome, people. What is up? We are going to go through the panel so these dudes can talk about their channels. First up, Mr. Roberto Trendy Mendy. And now I know you're making steps. I hear, little birdies in my ear saying you're making your steps. So okay, tell the people.
I'm making my steps. You can find me here Wednesday night. I don't know what's going on with the late game changers. There's some game changing going on, so we'll come back at you with that one. And as far as I said last week, I said I'm going to start working on my thing. Even though I was waiting for 101, that might be some time, and I'm feeling an itch now. So I reached out, like Anzo said, I reached out to some people, and when them people get back to me, I'm coming righteous.
Nice.
There we go, guys. So make sure to look forward to that. If you haven't subbed to his channel already, make sure you subbed over there. Guys, you got to talk to the people, sir.
Respect.
Well, humbled. Don't know what happened in the last week, but I went all the way up to 220 something now, 229. And
what?
I'm just telling you, man, I didn't wait for the 100, bro. So once you're ready, just jump in there and shit will just happen.
Fire, huh?
And I'm being honest,
229?
I believe so.
Yeah, man.
I haven't checked. I have to say, Roberto, is that you have that personality, you have that flair on you when you're on camera and you do what you do. So just jump in there, man, and do it. You're gonna
appreciate that. Thanks.
For sure. But the Basco Scenario is my channel, man. Gaming clips, some reviews here and there, random streams with my peeps. Chaos Central, everything related to Chaos Central, all from Sunday all the way to Wednesday, 9 p.m. Check it out. Also roundtables on Sundays with the Bad Batch, as well as Loki Roundtable. So packed up shows, but always bringing fire and always bringing entertainment. So make sure you check us out.
That's how we do. Movie Aficionado. Josh, talk to the people, sir.
What's going on? Movie Aficionados on Facebook and YouTube. Doing my thing. I do reviews, news, everything. I'm here on the O.O.C. every Wednesday. That's it, man.
Hold on.
What is fucking going on with this brother, yo?
Yeah, we can hear you, but you usually bring that shit back and like, you better bring that shit back, bro. You know
hold on.
Pull that shit back.
You want to
Anzo.
Yeah.
I really think that this man needs to get something off his chest, yo. Because
it looks like it to me, man.
This is the impression you're giving us.
Yeah.
We're with you every week, Josh. So you're like family now. So usually you're full of energy. You're coming out with banging songs. Your creativeness seems like it's sleeping on you, brother.
I'm a little tired.
Yeah. Okay, you're allowed.
Man, I'll pull through.
We're just checking up on you.
That's all, brother.
Yeah.
Mr. Comic Chat, AKA Danny Graham.
What's up? I'm glad to be here. Slow night, so I want to join y'all. It's usually a very entertaining show. I already had what I want off my chest earlier this week, so I ain't gonna be Debbie Downer. But I think it's gonna be pretty entertaining. And of course, my show is Monday nights, Chaos Conversation, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you get an opportunity, please drop in and check us out.
Excellent. And I was thinking about what I was going to get off of my chest today, and I'm like, fuck, I couldn't think of nothing. And all of a sudden it came to me. Danny, you seen what happened in your chat for the Raw video? Because that's what I'm going to get off my chest. Go look at your chat over there. Just go look at your chat when you get time.
Okay.
Yeah. For the video me and you did with Rob on Rob.
Somebody said something crazy.
Video. Bro, some dude in the chat, man. I just like, what the fuck is this? But we'll get into that when I go into mine.
I'm going
I
to
have to check that out because I don't know what's going on with it.
I'll get into that.
I've been offline, man. I've been. Oh man,
too stupid,
busy.
we double team it.
What's that?
If it's too stupid, we gonna double team it.
Oh yeah, for sure. King David, what's up? How you doing, man? Glad you can make it. So, Josh,
Yes, sir.
We'll start off with you, brother, because I had something to talk about with you too. It wasn't really on what your topic is, but it had to do with gaming. So,
okay.
What you
cool,
have to get off your chest, man?
Well,
whatever you got to get off your chest is cool on this show, brother. Well, don't matter if it's bashing the police, if it's
I want to take a break from that. The bashing the racism, the sexism, all that shit. I just want to take a break from it.
Yeah, it's little we're ODing on that shit, yo.
I didn't know if it was cool or not because, like, you know, it's the gaming shit. I mean, but
nah, bro, it's game because I got something to get off my chest on that shit too, bro.
I mean, the biggest event in gaming happened. I'm just catching up right now. You know, I mean, and like I was saying to Roberto, I was filling him in before the show because he'd asked what E3 was. I said, you know, the Electronic Entertainment Expo. It used to be one of the biggest marquee.
You didn't have to let everybody know I'm out of touch, yo.
I'm so sorry.
The fuck?
I
did that shit in a private chat. But yeah, I knew what E3 was. I was just seeing if you knew what it was, yo.
Okay.
Roberto's waiting for the Commodore 64 return.
I thought it was a fucking new BMW or something. Go ahead.
I wanted to talk about, you know, the future of gaming too, and like what's going on with it. The fact that Sony didn't show up even to E3, you know what I mean? I mean, that's like a sign of the times, and it's a sign that, oh man, I hate to see it go, but I think E3 might be done. But yeah, everything is changing with gaming, and the way Xbox is doing this Game Pass thing. I mean, they're just killing it. I mean, services, gaming services are the future of gaming. And,
well, the Game Pass thing is killing it on there. Xbox is killing it, but fucking Xbox is pissing me off, bro. Okay, so one time, real quick, right? So before you get into yours,
right.
So the Elite One joystick came out. I bought it, right? I bought it late, but then the Elite 2 came out. So I bought the Elite 2 came out. The Elite 1 was $229. The Elite 3 was almost $300 for this joystick. All right. So I paid almost $500 for a joystick. Now,
oh my god,
my Elite.
Wait, hold. What? What did you say?
Is that a fight stick, Alonzo?
Yeah, that's
how much did you pay for that joystick?
Almost $300
for one joystick.
Yeah. Okay, so
you are mad.
So one was $300 and the other one was $229, right? But here's the thing.
God.
Here's the thing. The Elite joystick, the Elite 2 I had. Did I see Nerdman? Oh, what's up, Hot Takes? What you saying, man? Do you want to pop in? Let me know. So I bought the Elite 2. The Elite 2 has a problem, and it's a known problem with the joystick, which is one of the bumpers. They stop working, right? So when I first had the problem, my Elite 2 was like just right out of warranty. So I called them up, and that time they told me it was like $199 to fix it. So I'm like, wait a minute, that's like $199 to fix this fucking joystick, right? I'm like, fuck that, right? Because it has the ones on the bottom. So I was using those for a while, right? Started playing Mortal Kombat again. So I said, you know what? I can't use my Elite 2. So I started playing my Elite 1. So I started playing my Elite 1 more. The fucking trigger on the right side practically broke off on that shit, right? So I said, okay, fuck this. So I called Nintendo because I went online to see if I could fix the joystick or what was wrong with my Elite 2. So I called Nintendo and I'm like, I'm sorry, Xbox. And I'm like, wait a minute. So I called them up and like, yeah, my Elite 2, the bumper joystick, blah, blah. I called before. They're like, okay, yeah, well, you're out of warranty, so it's $99 to fix it. I'm like, but this is a known problem. It's not like it's a fucking It's known, like every single fucking one of your joysticks is having these problems. You should be fixing that shit for free, right? Because it's your fucking faulty shit that is fucking up, and people are spending $300 for this fucking joystick, but you want to charge me now $99 again to fix it. And if I don't fix it, then what I have to do, I have to buy another one, which is fucking $300. So I'm like, this is fucking ridiculous. Yeah.
You are a highly intelligent brother. You know the joystick is already flawed. So why the hell do you even buy that when you know the stick is flawed?
But that's what I'm saying. I'm not.
That's the best shit.
Right, and it is the best joystick out there right now.
It is,
for
but
Xbox.
Everybody that I know that's bought it has problems with it.
See, I bought
the
one that I have is the Fusion. That one is like $60 and it has the paddles in the back. That shit is pretty good, man. I haven't had any problems with that at all. I like the click responses.
I got the cheap one for like $40. They play just as good on Tekken. Yeah. I done got my ass whipped and I done whipped ass with it. So guess what? That's what I'm gonna kill.
You don't use a fight pad, Anzo, for the games? A fight pad? That's not a fight pad, though, right? Okay.
No, it's the Elite joystick. It's the same controller, Elite controller, but I spent money for it because I'm a gamer, right? So I want to have the best controller out there. And I'm not gonna lie, the controller is good. The controller is a really good controller. But now that I got the Elite 2, right? So they have the Elite 1 and the Elite 2.
I got the cheap 2.
The Fusion's nice, but I do want to get back to what I was saying though, like quickly. I just want to say to the chat, what did you guys think about E3? Because I know you guys have been streaming all week. I'd asked you if you guys had talked about E3 or anything that you've seen or liked or any of that. So if you guys are in the chat and you want to talk about some games that you liked or excited for, I'd like to hear it.
I haven't seen anything on E3 yet, man. I didn't see anything. But Rob said that Nintendo killed it, so I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, there's games that I like, but their presentation of it was like just like a commercial, man. It was just like, and that's what I mean, like about E3, like the luster isn't there anymore, and it could be obviously because of COVID or whatever.
I think it's because of COVID.
The change of times, man. You're gonna see a lot of places now, right? All these big conferences and stuff like that. Because of COVID, these people have seen how much they can save on these conferences by doing everything freaking virtually through what we're doing right now, basically. And that's the problem. That's gonna hurt it in a way, right? So is it gonna bounce back? Only time will tell, but I don't think so.
I mean, even Sony didn't show up.
Become smaller. Exactly.
That's crazy, man. Exactly. I mean, it's just like, we don't want to put our stuff in there.
But you see, the thing is, though, and I'm gonna say this right now, with these next generation consoles, there's really nothing new coming out for these consoles right now. It's been like 6 fucking months, and what have we really got new for them? Like exclusives.
No, Microsoft seems like they had a lot of stuff. I saw like the first half of their conference. They have the all types of new games and stuff, new Forzas, new et cetera.
Not a Forza fan, but okay. But for me, it's just like I said, all this shit is good. But at the end of the day, if you can't fucking, the people that supported you, I have Xbox. I have Xbox 360. I have the Xbox One. I have the Xbox One S. I have the Xbox Series X. I have like fucking 7 joysticks, right? I have.
Are you talking about a few people, or you have all of these?
He has all that shit.
What the fuck?
I do.
I wasn't really paying attention, but I hear he's talking like third person. Some other people has this. I have that.
No,
he has a Walmart in his house. You didn't know that?
The Xbox has been my system. I've supported them. You know what I mean? And when
they charging you still more money.
Right. And when you go to Microsoft, they can see every fucking system that I have registered. So it's not like I'm not a fucking client that doesn't buy shit. You know what I mean? I have all my systems were registered on there.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I wasn't watching the hockey game. I didn't mean to say that.
Oh, it's okay. but my point is, and I'll just set this and we'll get back to Josh, was that when Xbox One, no, not Xbox One, Xbox 360, when it had the Ring of Death, that was a problem, and they would replace it for free. So if you know your fucking controllers have a problem that everybody is having, then you should be fixing them for free. That's your fault. That's not my fault. That's not anybody's fault. We dished out the money for the fucking controller. You need to fix it for free.
At some point, Microsoft's going to be giving that shit out for free because they always do. You remember that back in the day? Walk into a Best Buy, just get the code, send it to Microsoft. Bam, you have a microphone. Bam, you have a headset. You never bought nothing, but they're sending you all this free shit. So I think it's a matter of time. Or maybe they're making their money off of people who are buying those joysticks. I don't know, Anzo.
They're making
that's a lot of fucking money, man.
They're making their money off of Game Pass, and right now it's $15. I think that it could shoot up. If it was $25, I would still buy it and pay for it.
But they're smart.
So what is Game Pass? You're paying to have access to their network?
Yeah.
Hold on. Okay. Now Xbox Live is free. Plus you get the Game Pass, the 3 games or something. The Ultimate. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
you get those 2 or 3 games that come out for free. For free. Then you pay.
Man, am I out of the fucking loop?
Then you pay $15 or $16, I think it is here, and you get a whole bunch of games, and you have EA as well. You can play all the sports games too. It's insane, man.
The only one problem I have with Game Pass is I think that they should just keep the fucking games on there. You know what I mean? It's like they put one on there. If it's not a popular game, then fine. Understandable. That's quite if nobody's playing it. But if there's games that people are constantly playing, it's like you got one more month to play this game and then it's gone from Game Pass. And I think they should just keep certain games on there, like always, always.
Yeah, it's part of the algorithm, though, I guess. They just figure out this is how much we have to pay each studio. And then, if we have a certain amount, we have an allotted amount. We multiply the $15 a month times how many people are subscribed, et cetera, et cetera. But if you guys didn't see E3 at all, you didn't see the Xbox conference. Dude, every single one of these games that they have, it's like available day one on Game Pass. And I'm like, what? Brand new game that that you're not even putting out yet? Wow, man. What are some of the games? There's so many.
You see that, and that's the thing now, right? If you want, and plus, if I'm not mistaken, I know they were talking about it, but talking about like having a streaming service where you can actually stream the games.
Right.
So I don't know if that's came out yet, but they've been talking about something like that. And if they do that, that'll be even fucking like it's gonna blow up. Like Nintendo's Xbox is gonna blow up. Which if they already haven't. But one thing that's an issue right now is no one can get consoles. Still.
Right.
Really?
Right.
Yeah, still can't get consoles, boy. PS5 still can't get a PS5. Xbox Series X is still cannot get an Xbox Series X.
At least also with Game Pass, you can play it on your PC. Some of those games too. So if you have a game on PC,
absolutely.
It's like it's just like it's perfect. And then same thing with PlayStation. Like you might not be able to get a PS5, but they're selling a lot of their exclusive titles to Steam. They put up X amount of titles on Steam. We don't even know what they are yet. I think they put up like 50 titles that they're going to have. So again, you can play that on your PC too. So I might not need a PS5 or an Xbox One.
This is the thing. That's the thing. I think they're trying to get away from the consoles and strictly doing like streaming or, some people are like console like me. I'm a console. I don't want to play on my computer. I don't. I'd rather play on the console. Give me the console that's separated from that. You know what I mean? That's fine.
Myself,
No, it's fine. That's fine. I know people that like to do it from their PC, like to stay on their PC and play everything on their PC. But I'm a console guy, so I want the console. But they're getting to the point where you don't need the console anymore. You can get Game Pass played on your computer, or you have the PlayStation thing with Steam and you play it on that. So I think they're trying to and the next I think they'll have maybe one more console, if that, after the Series X, and then after that it'll be strictly.
Don't worry, if you like Nintendo, you'll always have your console. You'll never have to worry about anything going to PC because they'll always have their systems. So Nintendo's really breed like that too.
Yeah. And Nintendo had their flops, but they got the Wii, and that bigged up their fucking stock again. And now the Switch, Switch is doing pretty well. Danny Graham
I hope
with a $5
Are you
yeah,
gift
serious?
and I'm sorry. I hope I'm
face.
not boring anybody. It's something that I just wanted to talk about because
It's a
I
little
haven't had a chance
intermission to watch the
talk about
hockey game. Danny had to ruin that shit.
I haven't had a chance to talk about it with anybody because I've been too busy myself. So it's nice to catch up. And I don't know if we had gamers in the stream. Usually, we have a lot of nerds, geeks, geek culture. But
yeah, don't worry about that. Danny's over there. I think he needs a first Phantom Zone on the
Danny,
show
not,
right now.
you don't care about E3 or
Hey,
games.
he's paying for those sound effects, so you gotta let him have them.
Good point.
Dark Souls.
Anzo, you should try playing Dark Souls.
I tried once, and I was like, I don't know what was going on, man. First-person games like that take a long time. I don't have much time, but I did get into Uncharted. That was one that I got into that took like a time-consuming first-person.
No, I've never played Dark Souls, and I can't play first-person shooters.
You play Dark Souls, or you're not? You're just into FPSs?
I play Call of Duty Cold War multiplayer.
Are you excited for Halo Infinite? Did you see anything?
No, I don't. I never played the Halo games. I never played Gears of War either. Well, Gears of War I did play a bit, but never got into it.
Gears of War, I like Halo.
I was a box. Honestly, I got the Xbox 360 because of Final Fight Round 4. Because of that game.
Final Fight?
Yeah.
Fight Night.
Yeah, that's what I thought you were gonna say. That's Fight Night. Fight Night.
Because
of
Fight
Night was fire.
That game, oh my god, that's the only reason I got the Xbox.
Fire game, man.
Because I had it on the PS2, and then I saw the commercial on the Xbox 360. I'm like, those graphics are crazy.
All right, so we'll get into another topic so that we don't bore these other guys. You know what I mean? Well, we could do a gaming stream one of these days, if you want to, Josh, man. I have no problem with that, These boomers over here.
When you get your controller fixed, man,
You have to be on one side on, so you can't switch, eh?
He's got 6 other controllers you can use. What the fuck?
That's true.
I do. I can use my other controllers, but I don't want to use them. I'm used to these ones, but I'm going to send them back. I am going to send them back.
Excuse me, Mr. Posh. Have to use my Elite controller to play.
Yes, you're right. Absolutely. So I'll go next. I'll get into my topic because it has to do with YouTubers telling other YouTubers what the fuck to do with their channel, right? So here we go. Me and Danny did a video, right? Rob came out, he did a video, and he was talking about Sailor Moon, right? So he's like, yeah, well, these manly men say you can't watch Sailor Moon. So he's talking about me and Danny. So me and Danny like, all right, you know what, Danny? I showed him the video. I'm like, Danny, let's get him. And I was like, okay. So we did a shots fired video together, right? I posted it on my channel. Then I posted it on Danny's channel, right? I gave it to Danny. Danny posted it on his channel, put his intro in there and everything. So I'm going to be going through Danny's comments the other day. And sure enough, what do I see? Oh, what does it say? Why are you no, he said if this is your channel, you should be the host and stop going after Rob and build your own brand. So I'm like, well, first off, you do realize that we are joking and playing around with him, right? And he said something, he wrote back something like, oh, that don't matter. You know what I mean? Stop trying to fucking write off a Rob or some shit like that. So I happened to click on it and I see he had a channel and I went and clicked on it. The first video I seen over there was Wesker's Black and it's a blah, 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 this and that. So I went back and I was like, listen, man, first off, maybe you should stop worrying about what other YouTubers are doing and worry about what the fuck you are doing. You understand? You shouldn't be coming on people's fucking channels and telling them what they can and cannot do. Like, who are you? You are nobody. Danny has double your subs, but yet you're telling Danny he needs to build his fucking platform? He has more subs than you. So obviously he's building it. Yeah. And obviously you haven't fucking watched all of his videos because that's like the second video we did on Rob. You know what I mean? So if you're going to sit there and watch one fucking video and say, this is what we're doing, then you should be just minding your own goddamn business. And that's what I said, man. I was so pissed. I went back at this guy and I'm like, yo, bro, the fuck is wrong with you, man? You know what I mean? Like, we are grown ass men over here. We're doing our thing. You're doing your thing. If you like the man's content, then like the man's content. But do not tell the man what to do with his content. It's ridiculous.
Isn't that the freedom of this? If you like it, you support it. If you don't, you move on.
Absolutely.
Look for
100%.
something else. There's so much content on here, you're bound to find something that suits you,
100%.
Marvin Exile. I didn't even see that, but man, I don't care about that. I hear what Anzo's saying, and I agree with him. I mean, at the end of the day, like I said before, I'm gonna continue to say, I do this for fun. I'm not doing this to try to get whatever. And if something entertains me or something grabs my attention, I'll speak on it. If it don't, I mean, I'm really not even paying any attention to what you said, bro. I mean, I'm gonna do what I do. I'm sure you're gonna do what you want to do, and if it becomes an irritant, then I just go ahead and block you.
Block your ass. Danny's notorious for blocking people, bro.
I mean, but I really don't care what you think. I mean, I'm glad you took the time to comment, but
yeah, I was gonna say, man, come and comment over my channel. Say some, just at least insult me. Say some stupid shit just for the comment, just for the algorithm. For me, man, I'll take it.
That helped me with that, like you said. But man, I ain't sweating that. That ain't even a blip on my radar, bro.
You know,
I feel you, bro. But for me, I just find it ignorant to do stuff like that. You know what I mean? And I'm like, listen, man, and we're having fun. I'm going through the comments, and people are like, oh, fire, laughing, and then I see this guy trying to kill the vibe in the fucking comments, and I'm like, bro, why are you doing that? Like, just enjoy the video for what it is. Yeah. You know what I mean?
YouTube is just as vast as the world. There are so many different flavors, so many different topics.
Oh my god!
Some you're gonna like, some you not. The ones I don't like, I do not watch. There's been times just because they may be in a certain demographic, I may sub to give that support. But if it's something crazy, I usually unsub and be like, okay, I'll keep you over there. And I'm gonna look
just remove the notifications. That's it. That's what I've done for some, man.
It's all about the negativity sometimes. Oh no, sure.
Yeah, that's the guy that said Tony Robinson. That's the guy that said it. Whoever that is. I mean, I don't know who he is.
Who said that?
I guess Tony knows who it is.
Tony Robinson said it. Danny, did you say Marvin X-Files? That's the guy's name.
Yeah, that's the guy's name. You know what I mean? And he can do whatever he wants to. You know, I went over there, and of course, he complaining about the race branding of fucking Wesker in the Resident Evil movie. And I'm like, okay, so that was going to be a topic too. I'm like, why the fuck does that even matter?
It's Lance Reddick, right?
Yeah.
He's a beast, man. Lance Reddick is like awesome character actor all time. You know, he can do a good villain. You know,
and where does it fucking say that Wesker can't be white, can't be black? It doesn't say that anywhere.
Right.
It doesn't say that. There's nothing in his history that says he has to be a white guy. And I just find it's like some of these people are they just want to fucking complain about everything, man. You know? And then,
but you know what's crazy though? The amount, and I think we spoke about it briefly too, but that's one of the things that I spoke to Danny by text. I've been drained by many things that's going on right now. And especially that's one of them, right? What you're saying, it's just all this, like it feels like they're using all this energy for this hate of race bending, blowing it up, making it into something so huge. All these agendas and what their movies are trying to do, and it's true what they're doing is they're making it fucking terrible for people that want to go out and watch a movie. Especially they have a huge following, man. I tune into some of these channels and they have like 3,000, 6,000 people watching them at one time, all agreeing with this, all agreeing with this craziness. Maybe not all of them, right? And I know sometimes I jump on and I say what I have to say and I get involved in the chat and I go back and forth. And that's what I did before the first Loki episode, right? And honestly, man, it just drained the living shit at me.
It's a waste of time.
It did, man. It's crazy because it's just I get it. That type of negativity is what brings on clicks. Controversy is what brings on clicks. But fuck, man, it's just at one point, where do you draw the line? And it's up to us as a viewer to make up our minds because, like we said, if you don't like it, don't watch it, and that's it. But it's just mind blowing how
Yep.
deep the following is.
To me, it's one thing when like the five of us, we boys, and we discuss something amongst the five of us. That's different. But when you go somebody else, I mean, they bringing out this little minute, this, oh man, Loki's cloak should have been purple instead of blue. I'm like, really? So you hate the shit because his damn cloak is purple instead, and it should have been blue. That kind of stuff just drives me crazy. And it's to the point now that I've gotten so exposed to this, and I'm not gonna stop it because I enjoy it. I met new friends and I enjoy conversation. But some of this stuff I'm kind of tuned out because it's getting to the point now where I'm catching myself looking at crazy stuff I didn't look at before I came on this platform about TV shows. And I'm not gonna let anything ruin my joy and my love for comic book movies, because that's something I follow my whole life. From first time I seen the Bionic Man, then Spider-Man, Wonder Woman, Shazam, all that shit. I grew up with that stuff. So I ain't letting some of these knuckleheads destroy all this little bullshit about. I don't give a shit if it's an agenda. I don't care about an agenda because it ain't gonna change what I think. I don't care about.
But you know what? The majority of the time when you watch it, you don't even see it. You don't even it's like
unless it's thrown in your face.
Episode. Exactly. It's like
Batwoman throws it in your face, but I don't
Yes.
care. The only reason I don't like Batwoman because she sucked. If Batwoman was kicking ass, and taking names, and she can say all that woman shit she want to, I still watch.
See that new
but
shit.
she don't do that. She get her ass whipped.
I watched the first one. I was like the first with whatever that Laura Kara, whatever the hell her name was. I was like, wow, this is garbage. I just stopped watching it. Kincaid, yeah. I think it's a matter of.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Hold on, Josh. Let me get this. Yellow's in the house. What up, Yellow, man? Got to get you on this one time, too. But he's like, it's suspicious when I see people of culture fight so hard to protect sanctity of these characters' coincidental whiteness. And that. I agree with you, bro. Especially as us being as black people, black men. Like, why are you fighting that? You should be glad to see people rising and our characters getting put out there and black people getting jobs and this and that, especially if it does nothing to take away from the character.
I say that all the time. I say that could be some minorities break into the business. So why are you going to deny them over something that's fake anyway?
Facts.
See, but also some of these people, I don't think that they have a real agenda with the issue. I think it's just a matter of they like the big channels like Keemstar and Review Tech and the Quartering. All these specific channels have their specific audiences, and when they see something that caters to, if your like audience is normally an SJW audience, then you're gonna just pick on that, like even if you don't believe it or not, because they have like 1 million subs or 100,000 subs or whatever, so they might not even believe or have an issue with Black Wesker or whatever the hell else, so and so's cape or whatever, but they know that their audience does, and they'll get and they know that they might even have an anti-audience of trolls that will just get into the comments, get into the algorithm, boost their numbers up, because it actually matters, because they have so many subs that they can if they get a $5 super chat and it's something negative from a troll, they're happy. They got $5,
And that's the thing. That's exactly it. A lot of these YouTubers, they play the algorithm. And if they know that that's what is going to get them the views and get them, things on their channel and whatever, get the subs, then 100% they are going to use that. Geeks and Gamers does it all the time. That's what they do. I don't always, and I don't know personally, but I don't always think they believe the shit they talk about on that channel.
No, I don't even know, but I'm just going to tell you. I don't watch them, but I'm going to tell you now. But the Quartering, though, he's like a perfect example of like, it's funny because I don't know if you watch that, but he does like
Quartering, yeah, I watch him.
So, but sometimes it's ironic because when you're an anti-SJW and you call out that culture, you become one yourself because you're calling out other people. It's like you're doing the reverse of what you want to do.
Facts. That was one of the questions we had yesterday, which caused the debate. It's like, if you believe in like freedom of speech, can you be a cancel culture person? You know what I mean? Isn't it a hypocrite to be part of cancel culture if you believe in freedom of speech?
I'm
You
learning
know?
that, myself too.
Yeah, man. And I just personally, I'm sick of it. Yeah, definitely, man. I'll hit you up on Twitter. I don't know if you have you on Twitter, but I'll hit you up. Andrea, sorry, I sent you the link so you can pop in whenever you want to.
I'm
Not
going to give
problem.
a shout out. Well,
Yeah, go ahead.
Make an example. I think I've heard Guy Scar say this, and I agree with him. And also Anzo, that a lot of people, this negativity gets clicks.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The reverse of that, I think Tyrone Madness, I've never seen him say anything crazy negative. He's always positive, upbeat, and that he got more subs than any of them. So he is an example to me of what I would like to try to be if I really was to get focused and do this, because he does positive stuff, funny stuff. Man, got over 2 million subscribers. Man.
I hear that. I just don't want to watch somebody, react to somebody's else's video. I don't know. That's just a personal preference thing. But
I'm just saying, the guy from New Rockstars too.
Negativity don't always sell. Is what I'm saying. I don't get clicks. Man, whenever he comes on, man, he's got 2,000 or 3,000 people watching.
Who's that? Who's that, Danny?
Tyrone Magnus.
Oh, yeah.
Tyrone Magnus.
But you see, Tyrone Magnus started when YouTube started. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know if he would be as popular as he is if he didn't do it when nobody else was doing it, because it's always when you're the first ones to get into something. Star Wars Theory, same thing. You know what I mean? He got into that, boom, he blew up. So I'm not saying he wouldn't. I'm just saying, would he have the million subscribers that he has if he started when me and you started or something like that? I don't know, maybe. But you're right. Sometimes it's not always negativity, but the bigger channels, most of the bigger channels and the ones that we're watching now, it's all fucking negative.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, I agree with you saying. I understand. I don't want to be in
Star Wars is dead. Marvel is dead. Comic books are dead. Everything's dead. The world is over.
E3 is dead.
They lied and say Marvel dead. Marvel is the only thing that's alive and kicking.
But it's
comic
not
books
alive and kick them to their standards. That's the thing. And I get it from a comic book geek guy. I get being upset, but where does it stop? Right? Like, where do you stop breathing and expressing all this fucking negativity? It doesn't get you anywhere. They don't give a shit.
But look what happened to Collider. I mean, they went defunct. I mean, I think Collider's still around themselves as a website, but that shit with Christian Harloff, I don't know if you guys fuck with that.
Yeah.
Talk about Star Wars and all that shit, the Jedi Council and all that. They just went defunct completely. So, because nobody wants to hear a bunch of people whine and complain all the time.
Yeah, but they turned out to be yes men though. That was the biggest issue for them. Yeah, they ended up becoming yes men.
Those fucking dicks.
These people that saying that they're fans, they're not really fans, because a fan is someone that sticks to thick and thin. Now, I will give it this. This is the only compliment I'm ever going to give this franchise. Dallas Cowboys got some of the best fans.
What?
On the planet. let me finish.
Yeah, go ahead.
I had to say something now.
Let me finish. I'm going to say
sorry,
this.
Danny.
Time you're going to hear it. So you might as well clip it.
I ain't clipping nothing.
Those suckers believe Dallas Cowboys going to Super Bowl every year. Don't fail through thick and thin. They can stick up.
That's true.
Field, stick up. They always stick with them. So for loyal fans, Dallas Cowboys might be the most loyal fans franchise on the planet.
Delusional. The most delusional loyal fans. Because saying, they are I have to repeat something that that Stephen A said. Stephen A said this, just like me. We don't hate the Dallas Cowboys. We hate the Dallas Cowboy fans because they're fucking delusional. Every year they're winning a Super Bowl. Every year they're winning the Super Bowl. Regardless, they finish 7-8, 9-6. They're winning the Super Bowl the next year.
How about if you had a whole bunch of people believe that you that strong like they believe in Cowboys? You could do some shit.
Yeah, that's true.
Why haven't they done it then?
Because they got a poor leader. Jerry Jones.
Poison. Cancer kills all. Cancer kills all.
Well, they haven't done it, so I guess they can't.
He won't let him. He won't. First of all, he fired Jimmy Johnson like a dumbass.
Yeah.
If he'd have kept Jimmy Johnson, they probably would have had 3 or 4 more.
I think it was mutual, though. I think Jimmy Johnson.
But his pride got in the way. His pride got in the way. Man, you gotta let your coaches coach, man. You gotta let your coaches coach. This is another franchise I'm gonna give a backhand compliment. The Pittsburgh Steelers. Ain't my favorite team, but them suckers, they stick with their coach. In the whole
3 coaches in the franchise history. 3 coaches.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Absolutely.
man, you gotta.
That's Cincinnati's decade.
And those coaches are winning coaches. So, man, what you gonna do?
Oh yeah, Harloff. Yeah, I can't stand those guys. They're Harloff and them. Dude, remember when Christian Harloff said something about the ride? I didn't get to go to the Disney ride or the Star Wars ride
when it's Star Wars Galaxy when it opened. Because but still, to be honest with you, he's been doing Star Wars for like the start of the show. And then they ended up giving the tickets to someone else, right? And I think it was because he said he didn't like Solo. So that was one of the reasons why they didn't give him.
Talk about it on your show that you get paid to talk about it on. Come on, man.
Hey, Dandelion, how you doing?
Dandelion, what's going on?
I'm a Steelers fan too, Andrea. I'm a Steelers fan
Cruz, too. You don't know how bad that tasted coming over my lips and tongue. I'm sorry, bro.
Yeah. See if you can get like an NFT of that. A GIF or an NFT on them.
You gotta get a devil to do sometime.
All righty. So yeah, those were my topics, man. I know I started off with one, but ended up in another one. I'm just saying,
it's all good.
You actually connected to what I wanted to say.
So you were up next, my brother. Go ahead.
No, but that's exactly it. I actually said what I had to say because it kind of connected to your topic because I didn't have a clue what your topic was. Right? It was the fact of these, these huge channels and everything negative that they're saying, and just to go into something deeper, like I said, I had a lot of things going on. These past couple of weeks, I got bad news from family, friends, and stuff. And cancer's a real fucking bitch. That's all I have to say.
Sorry to hear that.
And having an aging father too, getting bad news affects him, and he's frustrated now because he wants to go down to the States to visit, our family, friends, but he can't because of, the predicament. So it's heavy. It's a heavy thing, and it sucks the living life out of everything. And then when you want to just cool and relax and watch shows and talk about them, and you tune into these fucking channels, and they're talking about this bullshit, it just pisses me off because, like Danny says, this shit's fake, and shit like cancer and people being sick, that's the real shit, right? And that's what freaking just fueled me so fucking deeply these past couple of days that it's like, they need to wake the fuck up sometimes, man, because I get they're getting these fucking major super chats and I see them get, $100, $500. It's crazy the amount of money that they have coming in. Now, I'm not taking anything with it. Their production takes work and they have to put into it. But it's crazy how I guess they have to be passionate about what they're saying and preaching. But goddamn, man.
But at what point does somebody come in and take control of their show? Does that even happen? Like,
no.
Like
Mr. Beast or whatever. No, Mr. Beast is like he does his own thing, man. That's a real big channel.
And this is a fantastic platform to get into it if you're going to do the right thing and make money.
Absolutely.
And put your time. Like what's that thing? Fresh and Fit.
Fresh and Fit.
Fresh Fit, man.
Yeah.
Them boys rocking and rolling, man.
Yeah.
Oh, you've watched them, Danny? You watched them, Danny? Yeah, those boys are balling, man.
I like Fresh and Fit, but they are in the manosphere though, so they got to be careful. And anybody in the manosphere is, the red pill.
T1000 sent a $5 super chat. Great discussion, fellas. Thank you very much. Much appreciated.
That's awesome.
100%.
Yeah.
What are you gonna say, Josh?
Guys, maybe you should watch Mr. Beast, man. The guy who just gives away $40,000 or a new Lamborghini every week or whatever. That's a
Keep
good way.
Conversation going, guys.
That's a good positive channel right
Mr.
there.
Beast.
He gives it to who? People in the comments?
No, just whoever. Like he has 33 million subs or some shit like that. Probably even more. So he has the money to be giving away Lamborghinis and shit. And
so a lot of people just sub to him just to see if they can get something.
Sure, but
Probably.
but it's nice. At least it's something like he has a good energy, man. And Mr. Beast, you never seen that shit?
No, I've never seen
He
it.
is like just as much as PewDiePie or who the fuck else? The Pauls. They're another one. That's another one. That's another example of negativity, man. Everybody's watching these fights because they want to see Logan or Jake Paul get knocked out. But
Yeah, unfortunately, that's a couple of hours that I'll never get back in my life.
Well, you paid for that? Is that pay per view?
I did not pay money for that shit.
Hey, bro.
It's called connection.
I'm not calling nobody name, but I don't think there's nothing on the planet that we would ever pay for if we truly want to see it, Roberto.
So
just keeping the discussion legit.
I second that, Danny. I second that.
So that's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna give up the source. But
I wonder who you're talking about.
I don't know. And he ain't on this chat.
But I have to say something, though. I have to say something that this person worked his ass off to make sure that everybody had a valid stream going to be able to see it. Because when that shit got laggy and shit, he was clicking away, man. Click, 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 rebooting, and click, click, click.
Like, damn, he's working more. I thought it was like the lawnmower man. Like, you know how the lawnmower man was doing that? Damn, well, this shit here working.
I do my best. But this is the question.
Oh, so I did look the right way.
Yeah, you did.
I didn't say nothing.
He knows who he is.
So one thing I wish, man, that sucker would have knocked him out, though. That's the only thing about that damn match.
That's the only thing that you want to see. I know. That's why you watch it.
Well, what I'll say this, Danny, is go back and watch a clip. It looks like he did knock him out, and he like fell on his back, and it looked like Mayweather held him up. But that's what they're talking about. But but
I think he's trying to set up for a second match. What do you think?
No, I want to see Jake versus Mayweather.
Yeah, I think he'll go.
Yeah,
I think he'll go. I think he'll.
Isn't Jake fighting that MMA guy?
Oh, Connor?
No.
Oh no,
the brother Ridley or no? I don't know his name, but he's fighting that middleweight MMA guy.
One thing I seen today, take my head off the Floyd Mayweather. That sucker's in phenomenal shape because he wasn't winded, but old boy was winded about the fourth or fifth round.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that sucker needed an oxygen tank.
Yep.
Floyd Mayweather was just chilling, like, okay, all right.
So to go back to like Gaishka's point where we were talking about, the things are bothering him, because I know there's something that bothered Danny too, right? And I think it's kind of stupid because when you watch Loki, right at the end, you see his picture and then they show his sex and it says fluid, and people actually fucking deleted their Disney account for that reason.
Oh my god!
What
is that? Does that not
it's
like
crazy.
we sit here? No. Let me hold on.
There's the machine gun. He's upset.
No. Because I'm saying
shots fired. That's the real shots fired.
I'm saying we sit here and we talk about, that's not our thing, right? Homosexuality, whatever, stuff like that. That's not our thing. We're men, right? I guess you want to say heterosexual men, whatever. You do what you want to do, right? But none of us are fucking deleting or stop watching the series because the dude is fucking fluid or whatever they want to make him. If they want to make him gay or whatever, none of us are sitting here saying, well, I'm not going to watch this anymore because of that. They don't even fucking talk about it in the show. It was just one little picture at the end and people are, and then you want to say, oh, well, if you say you're not, into the LBGT, you're homophobic. But what about these fucking people that are just fucking deleting their series for that reason alone? What are they?
You know what, Anzo? It's like almost every rant today is leading into another rant. Did you do that on purpose?
No, not really.
Did you do it on purpose? Because I kind of leaked out what my rant was about.
It's called chemistry.
Because there's a new, it's like a DJ mix. Now the new song just comes in, same BPMs,
I hear you, yeah. You gotta mix it in.
For me, what's shocking, and it just dawned on me today, that there's a new form of bullies or bullyism. I'm gonna throw that word out there. If it doesn't exist, it does now. Bullyism, because if you go back in the day, right, when I was younger. We got to rewind real far. It was actually an event. Guys bragged about going downtown on Peel Street to beat up gay guys. I didn't think it was right. They weren't bothering us. Why should we go down there and bother them? Those are what you call haters, right? Haters. They're bothered. Something about them just irks them and makes them feel like they have to abuse them. Come 2021 now, it's I like to say it's acceptable. I kind of think it's forced on everybody, because if you have an opinion other than the majority, they just fucking gang up on you. Let me give you an example. I saw this show. I don't know when it was from. I think it was from 2014. Maybe it's recent, but this woman was Russian, and actually it's recent because she's making reference to Putin. But she said, Putin doesn't allow gay parades. Where I'm from, men don't cry even at their mother's funeral. They're bred a certain way, right? Somebody asked her a question for her to blurt these things out. When she started saying, this is what she said exactly that bothered me. She goes, my opinion on gays is that if they do it on their own time, that's their business. But I don't want my son to see that. That's her opinion, right? Be it it's harsh or not, that's her opinion. But that opinion now is so scrutinized and demeaned. If you see how everybody turned on her, you homophobe, you homophobe, you homophobe, you homophobe, you homophobe, till she just fucking had her credibility, everything about her was just discarded, ruined. Even though she was a nice girl, she was prompted into sharing a thought, be it that everyone couldn't accept it. But when you ask someone a question, you can't expect to hear the answer you want all the fucking time.
Exactly.
So why can't you prepare for what you're about to hear and let it swivel in that fucking bowl of jello in your head and mix a new flavor? It doesn't change a person. Okay, we're all fucking hypocrites because we're all racist in our own way. We all do bad things that, we could all find something that you do bad that I think I do good, but I'm sure you could find something I do bad too. So we are hypocrites every day. But where it's gotten to now, it's where we used to pick on them. Now they're picking on, it's role reversal. Role reversal.
Like straight people, basically.
Yeah, like you can't even voice your opinion. Like she even said it. I used to say that too. Listen, as long as they do it where they are, I don't, if they're happy, I'm happy with them, but just don't force it on me. That's the way I used to think. But now my kids have taught me to think otherwise. It's a new, you got to watch what you say. You got to, you can't think the way you used to think. And the fact that it's being forced on me, I find myself getting rebellious. And I don't think that's a good thing. I don't think that's a good thing though,
Well, I mean, put it this way: like when someone presses their views upon you like that, of course you're going to get a reaction back. You're going to rebel against it, because it's being pressed against you.
But it's being so forced on us that if you don't confide, we will turn on you. We will turn on you. We will demean you. We'll ruin you online. You'll have no friends. And what happens to that person?
Well, here's an analogy. It's like if you were at my dinner party, Roberto, and I just had a nice plate, big plate full of rainbow cookies, right? Hey, everybody, these rainbow cookies are here, okay? Is that all right? As opposed to me like taking the plate and just shoving it in your face, like, here, no, Roberto, have one. You need to have one right now. And then everybody looks at you like, I don't want one. I don't want a cookie. And everybody's looking at you like,
why?
Oh,
because you're homophobe? Why? Because you're homophobe? Why? Because you're...
He didn't eat the rainbow cookie. Look at him. Point.
Yeah, exactly. That's the society we've become. That wasn't even, that was the main topic I wanted to do, but then something else fucking sidelined me and said, oh my God, this is even crazier. People are fucking killing each other because they're asked to wear a mask. What is this world fucking coming to? I'm driving, I'm driving today, and I'm hearing on the radio that this woman asked the guy to put on a mask. He said no. She asked him again. He left the business, came back, shot her twice, killed her.
What?
Shot
Where
5
was
other
that's just
people.
going too far.
It was somewhere in the States. Shot 5 other people.
Oh, you don't have to say where it's from. Probably.
Even an off-duty cop that was there, thank God he was there because he would have killed. He was just shooting everybody that worked there because that's the policy of the place. So they're saying, should it be left in the hands of the employees who are making minimum wage, or should it be left in the hands of the owner of the establishment? That's the question, and I think it should be left in the owners.
Yeah, absolutely. But before you get into that, here's a question for you. Sub gay for anything else? Is it still just an opinion? Put Latino instead of gay. Is it just an opinion, or is it intolerance?
I'd say it's in.
People get offended when they call them Latino. Because
who? This generation?
I have no idea. Oh, that generation get offended by everything.
I used to be flattered when people thought I was Latino. Maybe I was wrong.
I think sexual orientation and race are completely different things, though. So
it was like it's almost like being called a stud. You know, like
yeah.
Your race.
That's how I. Okay, so you know what? Whoever these people are, we keep making reference to them every fucking week. Whoever you are, could you please send us a copy of all these changes so we can catch up? Because it's too alarming when you be yourself and people are saying you're wrong.
It's
I
crazy.
get it. It's yeah, man. I get.
Do we not all have flaws on this panel?
100%.
Exactly. We're all born with flaws. Like, that's the point. Like, we were not ever born perfect.
Andrea, don't let this flaw be homophobic.
Fuck that shit.
I get into these discussions with my kids, man, sometimes, and I'm like, but that's how it is, Dad. I'm like, yeah, fine, it could be like that, but doesn't mean that I have to accept it.
Exactly. You know
Everybody's entitled to an opinion as long as you don't enforce it on others. I don't tell you not to like it. Don't fucking tell me to like it. There's two to everything, man.
And the thing is, it's like to Danny's point, he always says, you talk one side, right? When you're for it, it's all good. Yeah, everybody, yeah. But when you say something negative about it, you're a homophobe, you're this, you're that, you're this, you're that. And it's ridiculous.
Like,
it's
you're the devil, basically. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Look at our conversation last week. When you talked about that guy, I looked at how many fucking people we had in the chat, and like that,
we lost.
10 people disappeared. Bam! Not even 2 minutes into that conversation, and I knew it. I knew it because, regardless if we don't feel that way, it's a topic that people can't fucking talk about. Yeah, they just want to hear the positives. There can't be any kind of contemplation like. It has to be.
You have to have the negative with the
what
positive.
What was the verdict
to week? Everything, there's two, right? To everything, there's two in life. If there isn't two, it doesn't function.
Two becomes one. That's where you get it from.
Personally, I don't care if you're gay. I don't care if you don't know what the hell you are. I don't care if you like swinging both ways and stuff like that. But just don't force the shit down my throat.
Facts.
Like, it's everywhere. And I have friends that are gay. Like I said it before, I have friends that were gay in college. I have friends that are gay right now. And they even tell me straight out, they hate the fact that there's so much attention to them. They just want to be left alone and be able to live equally and have
they want someone to be discreet.
Live life equally and have equal opportunities no matter what their sexual orientation is, which I'm 150% okay with it. And they hate the fact that, this movie has to go and force in a character that has to be this particular way, instead of coming up with a story that maybe explains why the person is like that. But they're just, it's like, I don't know, adding, honestly, it's like,
it's because they want to use diversity.
Yeah, but that's the thing. It's bring diversity with a proper story. Don't bring diversity because you just have to have it. It's like it's like the government when they at least here, like one year with the bus drivers here, they had to higher visible minorities to fit a certain quota, right? They're not doing it because they really want to. They're doing it because the government said, hey, we have to be diverse now. You know?
Or how about this? How about you just don't highlight it like Black Wesker? I'm sure in the Resident Evil series, they're not going to be like, "Yo, Wesker's from the whatever stereotype," or they're not going to mention even that. Hey, you're black. What's up with that? It's just going to be there, and you're not going to think about it. You know what I mean? Just
Exactly.
You can have a gay character, like make I don't fucking know Thanos. Maybe Thanos is gay or whatever, and then just that's it though. You don't talk about it. He's just like, oh yeah, he's gay. He has another boyfriend.
I mean, put it this way: if you want to go back in time on old classic movies, there was a gay Zorro back then. If anyone remembers,
there you go. I actually don't remember that.
There was a gay Zorro. He was in pink. I remember that because I watched that before when I
see it wasn't forced on me, so I don't know about it.
That wasn't in black and white.
No, that was a spoof. Like George Hamilton played Zorro the Gay Blade. It was twin brothers.
Okay.
One Zorro was heterosexual, the other one was gay.
And his name was Zorita.
Were they making fun of it though, or were they like?
They were making fun of it.
It was like a parody.
That's fucked up, man. Yeah. That's kind of fucked up. They're making fun of it.
Because the old classic one, Danny knows. I'm pretty sure everyone else knows that's on the panel. Like Danny even knows. Like the old classic Zorro was awesome back then.
Shame,
but when they made that Zorro the gay blade one,
which one? The one with Antonio Banderas?
No, one before that.
What happened to that poor guy?
He was in the last Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard shit, which I didn't really like, but he was the villain in that shit.
We're so good at changing subjects, but yeah.
Antonio Banderas.
No, yes, he asked me where he was. I was telling you what he was doing.
At the end of the day, it is what it is. But I know Andrea has something to talk about. He had from last week. We'll get into that first. But we'll go into the topic with the mask because that's not the only one. There was
no, there was another one. A guy got beaten to shit, like stomped his face and everything.
I didn't see the guy get beaten. I seen a girl. She walked into a store. They asked her to wear her mask, right? She said no. They said, well, you got to wear your mask. So she ended up it was a shoe store, taking the shoe boxes and throwing them all over the place, threw them in the girl's face, left the store. The girl chased her out and was like, hey, where you going? She drove off. Girl went back into the store. And guess what she seen on the counter? The girl's wallet. The girl left her wallet on the counter.
When you're that mad, that pissed off, and you dumb that you accidentally leave your fucking wallet because you're that pissed off. That's hilarious.
That should have been my topic instead of stupid fucking E3, man. No, because you know what I do down here in the States? It's like a hybrid. We kind of just have to I just have it in my pocket because it's literally like Dunkin' Donuts, no mask. Best Buy, I gotta wear a mask. Go to the mall, no mask. I go to the gas station, don't have to wear a mask. Now I'm in New Jersey, so I don't have to wear a mask anywhere. But when I was in New York, it was just like 50-50. I don't know.
Oh, you know what?
State to state.
Can I ask my American friends a question?
Yes, sir.
Whenever he says that, get ready, guys.
do they have borders where you're driving and you make a left and you're suddenly at the border?
Yeah, well, they have welcome to New York.
There's no you're driving and it says the border is 5 miles and then it's 3 miles and then you're at the border.
No, they have
or you make a turn and the border's there.
They'll have a giant sign that says, welcome to the Empire State, welcome to the Garden State, welcome to
and you can't pull a Yui, you can't. There's a reason why I'm asking this.
You're about a border to another state?
No, border into another country, like the Canadian border. There's several states that cross Canadian borders.
I guess if you're in Minnesota, Detroit, or New York, you probably could do it, but not down here where we at.
Because there's a show, I don't know if you guys have it down there in the States. It's called Border Patrol, Border Security. You ever watch that show?
Yeah,
I've seen it a few times.
Okay, let me ask you this question because you guys watch it, right?
Mexico.
How many times does an American make a wrong turn, end up at the border with all kinds of weed and warrants?
Oh, really?
It's never yet happened to a Canadian. So I'm like, is this entrapment? Are they doing that in the States on purpose?
Y'all motherfuckers gotta use Waze, man. Waze.
No, with us, you fucking know the border's
coming up.
100 kilometers.
Yeah.
Every 10 kilometers, you're getting a reminder. And there's U-turns. There's even one just before you get to the border that you can go, oh, yeah, I don't want to cross. And you turn around. But in the States, it's like you make that right turn. And if you make an attempt to not go straight to the border, they send the guys after you.
I'm telling you right now.
Man. I watched that show like
Yeah, they
fluid
they send
because
the border patrol right after you. Especially if they catch you, they go after you.
There's
They get the
some-
choppers up too.
Yeah,
them
there's
guys
some-
are dangerous.
There's some borders
I
where
could-
you have actually an agent in his vehicle just in case someone just zooms by.
Also,
so
this
they
is
can go
probably
to the
way
radio.
crazier in Mexico. Like if you're going from Texas to Mexico, it's probably more strict and scrutinized there. But
Oh,
I'm
especially
pretty
with
sure.
things now, like nowadays,
yeah,
right now.
it's like I might not get back in.
But like before this, like I mean, they were still bad, but not as bad now.
Oh shit, that's crazy.
Sorry,
All right.
Danny was going to say something. I'm curious to hear him.
No, I just
Oh,
want
go
to
ahead,
say, I
Danny.
mean, a Canada license tag is about the safest thing you can have in the United States, at least in my state, because you can be speeding or whatever. We see that Canadian license tag. Oh, okay, go on by because
Really?
you don't have. Yep, I can tell you why. Because writing that ticket is basically writing on a piece of paper because you don't have to pay the ticket because if you don't pay the
I ain't never
ticket,
coming back.
we don't have the agreement that if you do something
With
over
Canada,
here,
okay.
we're gonna suspend your license and shit. We ain't gonna arrest you unless you're just doing something stupid for speeding. So most of the time, the law enforcement officer I talk to, they see it, okay, all right, go on. Or we could take the money side of the road, but I don't do that shit because that'll get your ass in trouble.
Well, that would be
So,
like the same thing with
but
me,
you-
Danny. Like if I went down just to like go to South Carolina to visit, it's like, well, I ain't going back to there, so I ain't paying the ticket. You can write me the ticket all you want.
Then you forget it, you get there.
No, if you got New Jersey.
Well, no, I wouldn't go
because
back. Though.
if you get there's only like 2 states that don't do that because all other states work together. So
Which
New
are the two
Jersey,
states?
I think it's like Minnesota and like Hawaii. or
Oh, yeah, I
something.
watch the last 48 too. First 48, they just travel and pick your ass up, yo.
Well,
Oh
guess
yeah,
what?
they'd come and get me in New Jersey if I
Yeah.
pay the South Carolina.
No,
ticket?
they will
Oh,
suspend your license.
Well, I
Mhm.
guess
And I guess being in Canada, they can't really do that. So,
No.
Roberta, we ever go down there, we speeding, bro. We drag
well.
racing and shit.
well, that's
Where you
the
live,
same-
Daddy?
South
South
Carolina.
Carolina.
Let's head down to the Carolinas.
You know?
Well,
I'm
Roberto, I'll
saying,
ask you the same thing.
me and people like me. I ain't saying not no troopers. Though.
Hey, we got a green card. We know Danny.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Call Danny. He's the chief of police.
No.
We do a show with him.
Yeah. Anything
He
else?
knows us. Tell him it's Hanzo. Tell him it's Hanzo.
Do not call my name on the scene.
Oh, shit.
After the stop.
no, before the stuff, be like, oh, you know Danny Graham? Yeah, man, we do YouTube with him, man.
Well,
You get him
tell
on the phone.
Go and tell my son. Don't be calling my name. Don't call my name.
Check out Comic Chat every Tuesday, Monday, and Friday. No,
I'm gonna get that
If
call
you
and
guys
say,
go up
are you Comic Chat? But no, who the fuck is this?
If you remember back on Danny, it's me. I'm in South Carolina, brother.
you guys don't have any problems though going from province to province, like if you went to Manitoba or wherever the fuck, Ontario or what are some of the other ones? No.
Nah, man, you get in the car and you just drive straight. You can go
Gotcha,
from one
gotcha,
side
gotcha.
of Canada to the other side of Canada. No problems whatsoever. None.
How many?
So, no.
How long does it take to get from one side to the other side?
Long.
Same, I'm
A
assuming.
week.
I'm
About a
assuming
week.
the same thing, like 3 days, because it's the same length.
Because
Right.
it's 3 days to get from the East Coast
New
to the
York
West
to,
Coast.
to California. Yeah,
So
it's
to
the
Well,
same.
wait.
It's
It's
more
about
here.
a
I know.
week. It's about a week to hit Vancouver from here. No?
Yeah, about a week.
Yeah, I know to get
So
to
That's driving
Calgary
straight?
it's 3 days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking like from one side
straight
of Canada to the other,
nonstop?
like at least
Non-
10 days maybe.
I think it's
Nonstop.
more than a week. It's more than a
I
week to
drove-
drive across Canada for sure.
It's
Well,
like
let's
at least
look
10
into it.
days.
I drove from South Carolina to California by myself in 3 days. With another person, I've done it in 2 days.
Wow.
And that's just stopping the.
From Montreal to Vancouver, it's 45 hours and 7 minutes.
Yeah, I was just about to look it up.
Non-stop drive.
So that's 3.5 days.
Yeah.
No, 45 hours.
45 hours. That's almost like almost 2 days.
Yeah.
No, it's 24 hours in a day.
No,
I think about 12-hour days. Okay, I got you.
That's because we work those 5 hours, Danny. That's why.
Yeah, because my son's mother they drove to Calgary. It was Calgary, Alberta, I think it was. It took them 3 days to get there.
Oh, but you do lose the hours though. Is that what they counted, Geshker? The time zones? Because you are losing.
Probably not.
No. This
Probably
is
not.
exactly what it would take you if you.
Because with that shit, you're probably gaining the hours back. Or
so it's different time zones.
No, it's like it's it's basically that's what it takes you the moment you leave Montreal to get to your destination.
Mm-hmm.
You guys have no time zones in the States?
Yes, they do.
Yeah, we have time zones everywhere.
It's everywhere.
Well,
he's shocked to see we have it in Canada. Why can't I be shocked to be in the U.S.? No, tennis, baby.
You know what? We just got running water last week into our homes. So
we're all up in our teepees, you know.
They're talking about keeping daylight saving time, so I hope they do.
Me too.
They're planning on removing. Removing the.
They should. Yeah. Just fucks up everybody, man.
It does. Absolutely.
I think we got 2 states that don't. Hawaii and Arizona, I think.
Alaska. Oh, Arizona.
Yep.
Yeah, Alaska too got rid of it, didn't they?
Alaska probably has something.
Alaska got that food thing where they like daylight for 3 months and night for 3 months. I would not want to live there.
Yeah,
that's crazy. That's nuts.
All right. And Andrea, what did you have to get off your chest, brother?
Yeah.
Oh, this thing about this one psychiatrist woman that was being like totally fucking racist. Like she was like, if you've seen the video of it.
Yeah, I sent them the video.
Oh, that's the thing from last week.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the video from last week.
This one psychiatrist woman, like fucking, she's like was saying like she has like fantasies and shit. Like what the fuck about like shooting like any guy with a revolver and shit like that, like just killing them just because they're white and shit. It's like, what the fuck kind of a person do you have to be just to be like that?
Absolutely.
A mentally ill person. She might have
like you're a fucking psychiatrist and you're supposed to be helping people, and yet you're having these fucking she's a fucking psychiatrist.
No. Oh no!
And she's thinking and having fantasies and shit.
Wasn't
and you're supposed to? And your job is
Dr. Kevorkian was he a psychiatrist too?
No, he's
a doctor.
He was a doctor.
Yeah, he was a doctor. Yeah. But that's the thing, though. Imagine being a psychiatrist and sitting there talking about you fantasizing about killing. They shouldn't say killing black people. You know what I mean?
I mean, shit, they might as well. But fuck, either way, it's like.
What do you mean, might as well?
Killing anybody, a human being.
Did he just say that?
What does that mean? Might as well.
No,
I mean, it's the same thing. Same thing. Killing someone.
Don't worry, man. We're on YouTube. It's all good. It's all good.
Kill them all.
Oh shit!
What happened to her? The woman? Did she get like disbarred?
I don't know. She's been getting scrutinized like by like a lot of people for it and shit like that.
They were trying
Could she get disbarred?
Her. Yes, they were trying to disbar her. No.
Yeah. She was like they were trying to strip her of her license and shit because of that.
That's an industry of ethics, man.
But then,
Wrong industry.
Then hold on. But then they start going, it's freedom of speech.
Yeah, exactly.
Ooh.
Right.
So
it's freedom of speech.
You see, now it comes full circle to freedom of speech now.
Chemistry.
Now it comes first full circle. So with that being said,
I mean, she should lose her fucking license and her job. She should.
Yes, she should, because like Roberto said, morally and ethically, you know what I mean? No telling what she's telling her patients, especially if someone comes in and says, I've been having dreams about killing white people. It's like, yeah, me too. You know what? You should do
You know what? I say I'm all about the First Amendment, Second Amendment, love my Constitution. Let the streets decide, man. It's just like if you go to a restaurant. No, really though. Like what I mean by that is like we had an issue with the collision place up here, or when I was back in Hudson Valley, the collision place. He had posted all this racist shit on Instagram. You know what I mean? And they went on Yelp and they destroyed him. He had like 1 star. It got to the point where Yelp had to be like, hey, listen, we have to reconstruct everything. Some things might not be what they seem. Dude, that's what I'm saying. Let the streets decide or whatever. You don't have to take their business away, but they might not do any business. You know what I mean? That restaurant down the street that said, that posted the KKK flag or whatever it is, people aren't going to go there. You don't have to eat there if you don't want to. You know what I mean?
Yo, but I was going to say, as somebody mentioned, Yellow does it, there's limitations to that statue you guys are talking about. You can't fucking say you're going to openly shoot people and it's a freedom of speech. I can't walk down the street and say, I'm going to shoot you without the cops fucking pulling out their guns at me.
I agree with you.
You're going to tell me that is...
I'd like
what
to
is
know
that
what Danny
again?
thinks about that because he's the lawman, man. Danny?
Yeah. Please, Danny.
He stepped away. He'll be back. Yeah.
All right.
So get his opinion.
Bad timing.
But that's what I mean. Like the streets will decide. Like they'll go on Yelp, they'll see that article, they'll go on Google reviews, they'll see 1 star, 2 stars. I wonder. Oh, do you know what her name is? Maybe we could check her Yelp review.
But you see, this is the thing, though, right? How long before that gets forgotten about? You know what I mean? A couple months, people forget about what she said or how she's feeling, and then they'll be back. Oh yeah, and they'll be back supporting her again.
No, because if you see those stars, that's why I brought that up about Yelp and the Google reviews. That shit stays there forever. Like you can't have anything less than 5 stars.
No, Yelp, you could pay them. Yelp, you could pay to make that shit disappear. Yeah, they're terrorists. They hold you hostage. They'll glorify bad reviews, and if you want to get rid of them, you got to pay.
Oh shit! That's
They're
crazy.
a low budget. They're a low budget company, anyways.
Yeah, they're almost like the BBB. They're a fictional character. They create this huge enterprise, and there's 2 guys in the basement.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Well, I say this because we've had this discussion on the channel before about freedom of speech. LDG is a big,
Hold on, Danny's back now.
Yeah.
Danny, if I go and say I'm going to shoot Onzo, is that freedom of speech?
No, if you have opportunity and you have the means to do it, we can articulate that. You can be arrested for threatening somebody.
Because we're just saying, how is that? If that is,
we do have these people called what they call them, Second Amendment auditors or First Amendment auditors, where they will like have guns on their back, not fully automatic, and they'll walk in front of places. They'll walk to the police department. They'll go by with cameras, trying to film stuff just to get a rise out of you. Because if you don't know the Second Amendment and know the do's and don'ts, they will try to antagonize you to purposely get you in a situation where they try to sue you or whatever, or bring negative publicity to your department and stuff. So we're trained on that. Look, if the gun is not fully automatic, they can walk right up and down the street with that rifle.
Yeah, depending on the state.
On their back. Yeah. So
Anzo, that was the video I showed you guys, Anzo. The Amagansett Press, he does that.
Okay. Because I know I fucking got locked up for overnight because I said I was gonna kill somebody. You know what I mean? So I know that.
If you can articulate like domestic violence, especially it's more prevalent then because here we have something called enhancers. Okay, let's say for instance that me and my wife get into a domestic situation, and I just do what they call the base domestic, where basically I threaten to cut her butt, and she feels threatened. As long as I do that, it's called domestic violence third offense, which is the lesser. Third is less, the second is higher. One is the
highest. Yeah.
So the worst is called assault, domestic violence, higher and aggravated. That's the worst. But say for instance, I do that same base thing. I threaten. I'm gonna kick her butt. but I take her phone, that automatically bumps to 3 up to 2, or if it's 2 to 1, whatever the case may be. Or if she's pregnant and I threaten to do that, that's another enhancement. Or if she tries to, or if I do it in front of a child, a juvenile, any juvenile, it ain't gonna be my juvenile. It could be guy scars, kids over visiting. He heard me threaten in his presence. It bumps it up 1 degree. So the reason they did that was because all these enhancements were base model stuff prior to it. It was getting charged with the least amount offense. So now the governor, about 4 or 5, maybe 6 years ago, said no. If they're doing any one of these things listed below, that's going to automatically bump it up to the more aggressive offense. And what I really love is something called order protection. Order protection, and this one thing the states got right, is good in all 50 states. So if I get order protection saying Jeannie can't be around Danny, or if Danny comes around Jeannie, he can be arrested, I can move from South Carolina. I can go to Texas. I can go to Louisiana. I can go to California. All I do is have that documentation, that court order saying, hey, 6 months ago, I got this order of protection. He's following me here to California. Arrest him, and you can do it. So I love that about that.
Mm-hmm.
Guys,
and one thing I will say, guys,
take care.
happy
Care,
birthday to your daughter, brother.
Your daughter, happy birthday,
man.
Sweet 16.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
Good luck.
Now the trouble begins.
No, man,
2 more years. 2 more years. Dad, let's celebrate in a bar. I'm 18 now.
19. I got a 19, 16-year-old, man. So yeah.
Yeah.
So you've been through it already.
You're gonna have a 23, 18-year-old. Peace, brother.
Have a good one, man.
And what I was gonna say is, never do something stupid and leave one of those threats on an answering machine, because that's how I got caught. That's how I got caught.
I've heard some stuff, man. I heard stuff like, man, when I see you, I'm gonna fuck you up, and you dumb bitch. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, guess what? You just making my job easier.
Facts, and that's what it was. I called up and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna fucking kill you, and hung up. Next thing you know, them fucking 50 was knocking on my door, bam, bam, bam. And when they knock on your door, right? They don't, just I'm just chilling in my house, and it was like, bam, 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 bam. I was like, what the fuck? I'm not thinking anything. I get up and I'm like creeping, right? Because I creep. And I'm like, what the fuck knock on my door? And I look at the people and I'm like, oh shit.
Was it what I said?
It's like, damn, I should have said that.
You can tell that cotton knot because it's kind of long, like.
Mm-hmm.
If you hear that long knot, okay.
Oh, I don't know about there, Danny, but here they bang. Oh. It's like they
don't knock no politely. Yeah. They knock like they've been hitting the 5th, 6th time.
It's usually a long knot. Like, it ain't like, if I go to somebody's house, it's like, most police officers like.
Yeah, but then they usually say sheriff's office or so and so.
Mm-hmm.
So that
if you take too long to answer. If you take too long to answer the door, then they'll say, hello, this is the police or whatever. It's the police. And I'm like, oh, fuck.
Sheriff's office. Open up. Like, oh, fuck.
And then what do you say when the evidence is right there? There's nothing you can do. The evidence was there.
I was just threatened.
As I said, no, man, I was straight serious.
Just assume the position.
You know what that's called, Anzo? It's called excited utterance.
Excited utterance.
Yep.
Danny,
that's the
terminology would say, Danny, would you say it's 50-50 women versus men who you arrest in a domestic, or it's
fuck no? You crazy?
No, you crazy? It's about
90% men, 10%.
Oh my god!
Listen, I saw my buddy call the cops on his wife. When they came, they arrested him.
Josh,
I said, "Hey, it was him who called." They said, "Shut up, we arrest you too."
Okay. Let me paint the scenario. Roberto's wife. I don't know how tall she is, whatever. But Roberto looks like a man, about 6'3", 6'4", whatever weight he is. His wife beating his butt. Do you think Roberto is going to call in and say, "Hey, my wife is cutting my ass off, Mr. Graham, and I want to press charges"?
He should be.
Not
He
that,
should be.
not that I would
He should
laugh.
be.
'Cause I wouldn't laugh, but man, got that pride, man. And then we go and see. Now I'm gonna tell you, if I go there and see, now if the woman kind of stocky and sturdy, I'm like, okay, she. But if
Isn't
she
that
like,
happened with
say,
Aquaman's
she about-
girlfriend, Amber Heard, and
Johnny
Johnny
It'd
Depp?
be like this, Danny.
Johnny Depp
I fell down the stairs, officer.
Mhm.
What'd you say, Danny?
That's what it is.
Stupid fucking cat.
Right,
Yeah,
because
Amber Heard was beating his ass, though. Amber Heard was beating Johnny Depp's ass.
yeah, and notice it wasn't Johnny Depp that called the police; it was her, right? That said the opposite.
See,
Man, we probably won't call the cops, bro. If you got a woman that's beating you
not.
up and shit, I'm not calling them.
Because you call the cops, you're an idiot. They're still arresting you, and now you lost your pride too.
Yeah, for
That's
real.
proven, man, the man ain't gonna do it. It's gonna get really bad for a man to do it.
Mhm.
Imagine you're gonna tell your girl, "Listen, I'm gonna call the cop." You know what? Could you call the cops? Because they're gonna arrest me anyways. I might as well keep my pride. Just call the cops.
what if you see knife marks on my dude? You see,
Hey, bro.
I don't know,
Okay, I'm gonna tell you a real life case. I went to this case, called out. This woman stabbed this man. I guarantee you, 18 times.
Oh my God!
Well, I did what I went to, got the warrant for arrest, blah blah blah. He went back to her. So what the fuck I'm supposed to do? I mean, if
He
you
went
cat
back
that
to
good,
That's a
man,
good
somebody
boom
stabbed
boom,
me-
man.
somebody
That's a
stabbed me
boom
one
boom.
time, and that's a wrap. But this man got stabbed like 18. I interviewed
That's a
him in the
magic
hospital.
number. 18.
Yeah, that's twice as much as
Man.
OJ and the other one, man. That's
Man,
crazy.
I went to the hospital, interviewed
Yeah.
this man. I had a dead to the right. She was locked up. Shit. Next day,
Barely
went out.
survived, man.
Yeah, I went out to the house because she threw the knife in the field. Walked the whole field, man, right at the edge with the length where she could throw it. Found the knife. We cut everything. Textbook. Shit. He threw it all out the window because he didn't want to press charges.
Oh,
Got
my
back together.
God.
So what you supposed to do?
Wow, dude. See,
So-
that's what I'm talking
so-
about.
Let me
You don't
give
have-
you a crazy stat. It takes the average victim 6 to 7 times to say I had enough and stick to their guns. And sometimes it's more than that. But 6 to 7 ass whippings before you see you had
So-
enough. That's crazy.
So let me ask you this, Danny, because we have it here. Like, let's say domestic violence, like you said, right? Man or woman, whatever, and the person goes back and the person says they don't want to press charges. Are you, are the detectives able to still press the charges? Because they could do that here. Like, if
Yeah,
the
we
woman
have-
doesn't want to
we
press
have-
charges,
Yeah, if we have
Mhm.
enough evidence, we still can do it. But if it's not, first thing you do, well, when I was doing it, first thing I did was you got to get that phone record, that phone call from when they call it a 911, because that phone
Mhm.
record will hear, you hear everything, excited utterance. Oh, he's got a baseball bat. Oh, he's got this. That's first thing you get. You got to get that. And you can build on
Mhm.
that. If you go there and see that she got bruises or whatever, that's consistent with that. You get that. What's important too is you get what that doctor think. When he does his report, he says bruises, cuts, abrasions are consistent with a baseball bat or consistent with a knife. That ties that first piece of evidence. Then when it's fresh and when she's mad or when he's mad, get them to get a statement. If they can't write it, record it. Because then you got them right there. You get all that stuff right there, go get your warrant. And then it's hard pressed when they say, oh, I don't want to do this. But a lot of times what they'll do is, oh, we going to church. He's going to do better.
See.
He got kids. And I can't support. I can't. He's only one working.
Oh man.
See, most of the time the abuser knows what he's doing because he isolates the woman from her family. He controls what she do. Usually, sometimes they only have one car. Most of the time, they're not educated. Most of the time, either the abuser's father did the same thing when he was a child, and the abusee, the victim, her mother was abused. So she gravitates to an abuser and vice versa. You got to break that cycle. If you don't break that cycle, the kid's going to raise up, be born in the same environment. 20 years later, they're going to be beating their wife and everything else. So it's one
I was going to
big
say,
cycle.
the bruises, it could be like a Marky Mark / thin line between love and hate thing where they did to themselves. How much Josh, have you ever seen that? Or I mean, I don't know how you can prove that.
I've never seen it. I've never seen it to
shit.
that detail, but I've seen women kind of lie. I don't always take. First thing you're supposed to do is if you go there, never interview both parties by yourself. Do it separately. Usually, me and you go in there, officer. Okay, Josh, you going to talk to Roberto.
Smart.
And I'll talk to Susie.
Right.
And then we'll confer and exchange information and see what's consistent. If you do it in front of the other ones, they'll lie or they'll start
do that shit.
Or,
yeah.
So that's crazy, man. Yeah, man. So I'm saying there's a lot of things, man, and it's fucked up because, like you said, as a man, we will just sit there and take it sometimes, because we don't want to get embarrassed.
Because you're embarrassed.
Like Danny, we won't say no names, but remember the story that we heard?
Yep.
What did we do?
Prime example. I was like, what? What the hell? And I have to catch myself sometimes when it's the other way around. I have to really catch myself. Like, damn. But it happens, bro. It happens.
Absolutely.
Now, me, I get one lick, I'll be clenching my fist, and I'll say, I'm out of here before I wake up, and there's blood everywhere.
You have to.
Yeah. I cannot stay there. I cannot stay there. You could call me a pussy. You could call me whatever you want. I know I'm saving my life because I'll kill you.
You wouldn't mess with Amber Heard?
Well, Berto, you see, I must admit that a lot of times they'd be like, man, I'm out here. I'm working 2 jobs or whatever. She at home chilling. I'm making all the money. Then when I want to do something or she don't do something I like, then she doing all this kind of stuff. And then just push. If I'm a firm believer, if a man tell me, look, now, I'm stop because I'm about to go ape shit. If your man or your woman tell you that, you should have enough sense to stop. But some people, some women, and some men, they don't, and they go beyond.
Buttons.
They go beyond, and then
they have cojones. Cojones.
Then it's too late. I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to do that.
I was in that situation, bro, and I'll say it. You know what I mean? It was my son's mother one day, and we were arguing, whatever, and she was like, "Oh, your father's a drunk, this and that." She would just disrespect my father, and I'm like, "Yo, don't disrespect my father." And she's like, "Rah!" And I said, "Listen. Do not disrespect my father. You say another thing, and I'm gonna hit you." Yeah. Bam. Didn't say another word. Now I don't like doing that, but I'm warning you. I'm like, yo, you're sitting there disrespecting my pops. You're calling him a drunk. You're calling this and that, and my pops was never a drunk, right? So I'm like, where are you getting this from? And you're just sitting there pushing my buttons. And then I'm telling you, don't do it. And you still consist on doing it. Sometimes that has to come into play too as well, bro. You know what I mean? I know it's not good to put a hands on people. I know that, man or woman, you shouldn't do that. But sometimes, man, you get pushed to a point where you don't even realize you're doing it. You know what I mean?
Honestly, Anzo, I know when I'm getting there, I make myself go. Because you have to know the outcome is going to be bad. It's dismal.
It's going to be 100% bad for the man.
The person they perceive as the primary aggressor is going to get the charge.
Absolutely.
Whether it was taunted or not.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Danny, you said 6 or 7 times. For me, no, 1 time. Like I'm done.
Oh
with
yeah. Absolutely.
We ain't talking anymore. Like, but I know what you're saying.
You say that, bro. I'm telling you, I've seen
no. Well, I understand what you're. Those are people who are in those types of relationships.
You got this woman that's
like he said. Yeah, and crazy bitches got the great pussy. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and that's it.
You didn't see it.
Look,
you didn't see the side of her, man. Y'all have been married 2 or 3 years, and then something just sets her off, and then pow, she goes upside your head. You shot that first, you like it, but then she like, oh, I'm so sorry. I was just stressed off. And then she kind of woos you like women always do when they stuff. And next thing you know, you back again, and it's good for 6. They call it the honeymoon period. The honeymoon period can last sometime 1 month. It can last a year, but then something sets it off, and you be like, well, she ain't did it since last year, And oh, I'm so sorry. And then she's smelling good. She walked by and
Looking
looking a
good.
certain way. Next thing you know, man, 4 assaults later, you still with her.
I cut ties very fast, Danny. I don't know. That's just me personally.
Okay.
I honestly believe that you got to let them see the Incredible Hulk in you to not fucking prompt that shit from happening again.
I agree.
That's all it is. And the Incredible Hulk is in reference to everything around her. Not her. Everything around her. You will lift furniture that she can't believe you're lifting. You will smash things that look unsmashable. And they say they don't want to see that again. And they don't fucking raise their hand to you again. And if they do, you got to get to stepping, man, because when you're behind bars shaking your head saying, yo, why did I stay? But why did I stay? Thing. Oh, yeah.
26-year-old Danny, when I first got married, oh, my God. We used to have, like, wars, boy, wars. The war of worlds and words and stuff. Now, the 50-year-old Danny, shit. My wife
different times, Danny.
Really crazy. I mean, really crazy to move my needle. Because, man, I'd be like, man, I'm going to watch TV or I'll go out. I ain't trying to hear that shit.
Yeah, it's fucking night and day.
Really crazy.
All right. So you want to hear crazy. All right?
Night and day.
Crazy. And I think I told this story already, but crazy, right? So my ex and I were arguing one time. We were arguing whatever, blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? So she was standing in front of me from getting into the room. So I'm like, excuse me, please. I'm trying to get in the ring. She's standing in my face. And she was one of them chicks that was like, oh, hit me. I know you want to hit me. You know what I mean? So I'm like, I'm not going to fucking hit you. I don't want to hit you. Yeah, one of those, right? So she wouldn't get out the fucking way. So I just grabbed her and I pushed her out the way. But she fell, right? So she fell. So I went in the room now and I'm chilling in the room and I'm just like cooling off. And I hear all kinds of noise in front of the door. So I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So I open up the door. And this fucking bitch is pouring oil on the floor so that I would come out and fall. I was like, are you nuts? Like, what is wrong with you? Like, what are you doing that? This chick
she watched this Christmas.
I don't know what she watched.
She watched Home Alone or something.
Home Alone, yeah.
Bro.
You saw this Christmas when that woman put that baby all on the floor.
Oh,
then
yeah.
whip her husband's ass.
Yeah. Oh, another time, bro. Arguing in the kitchen, making eggs, right? This chick came in the room and took the raw eggs and just dashed them on the bed into my face, bro. I was like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with you, man? And when you get in situations like that, I'm fucking heated. Like, I'm like, you know?
What was the issue, though? Like, why'd she do it?
Because she's nuts.
Oh, okay.
Just like that. Just like that. She just came in and whipped eggs at you. And you stayed with her?
It's like nuts.
No. There has to be more to this story, Uncle. Come on.
I live with her. I live with her.
There had to be more to this story, but you know, if you don't want to spread your milk over here, it's all good. But this woman just randomly walk in a room and throw eggs at you,
bro.
That's some scary shit.
It was Stacy.
Okay, you didn't say that. I thought it was your baby mom.
I don't know who that is. But
no, that's okay. I understand now.
No, it was her.
I don't get it. But
yeah,
because you know what? You know what? We were talking on Game Changers about jealousy, or was it here? Do you remember?
Mm-hmm.
And you were telling me, no, like Mister, I ain't never jealous.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny you bring up that name. I wish I remembered her that night.
I never. But said
we don't talk no dirty laundry.
No, I never said I wasn't jealous. I just said I tell you that straight up. I was a jealous person.
You fucking made me feel like a rookie.
I always was jealous, but the point was the point that I said is I don't let that stop from what's going to happen. If she's gonna do what she's gonna do, she's gonna do what she's gonna do.
Oh, that's inevitable. That's inevitable. Yeah. Like I said, if they're gonna cheat, they're gonna cheat.
Yeah,
you can't do jack shit. Change your cologne, grow hair, cut your hair, do whatever you want.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, that's what I was saying. So, but yeah, fucking jealousy, yeah, of course, man. But that bitch was fucking nuts, bro. Like,
that's crazy.
But like, you gotta love her. You gotta love her. You know, like those Jekyll and Hyde women. The Jekyll part of them is sweet, though, right?
It's the hiding,
because that's what you felt. That's what you felt for. That's what you felt for. Then you met Hyde, and you're like, oh shit.
Yeah,
Is Jekyll
I-
worth it, man? Is
it's
Jekyll
like-
worth it?
But
Like
I
Hyde coming out of the Jack in the Box and shit.
the
Fuck.
thing is, I think Hyde was the one, and Jekyll was just coming up and wanting.
However you want to reverse it, one of them was bad.
Remember when we were talking about the road rage? That was her.
On the highway?
Yes, that was her. Like fucking flipping out, and she's like fucking 5'2". You know what I mean?
I know all about it, Joe.
Now that's
I'm not talking about
fucking-
it's
that
called
short girl complex, man.
poodle complex. Not
Yeah,
poodle, not poodle. What is it? Chihuahua.
Chihuahua complex. Yeah, man, bro. Fucking madness. I stayed in that fucking relationship for like a year, bro. I mean, it wasn't always like that. It was just that when we did argue and we did fight or argue, whatever, it was those things that were potential that could have fucking got me in jail.
But I don't want to say, but Anzo, I think I told you that was a toxic relationship.
Yeah,
Like you guys broke up and made up a lot of times, and it's not my business as to why, but you saw it happening. You just didn't want to believe it, right?
yeah. I was already done in it, bro. By that time, you know,
We had a few talks.
We were in a relationship. It was like what 2 years. I was already moved in with her and shit, so I was in it by that time. You know, I was definitely. Then I said, if you can prove it, they could have charged her. Oh, okay. So
Facts. That's 100% true.
With misuse of. Oh, really?
Yeah. If you can find proof, yeah,
support, right?
and you got solid evidence, that's a false report of calling the cops.
Yeah.
You can get big time trouble with that.
Yeah.
Interesting. But wouldn't that be hard to prove, though?
I would say, how often does that
That's
happen?
why.
Yeah.
No, if you do a welfare check and 14, he said 14 officers came over there, they loaded him up, they didn't arrest him. Okay.
This one?
Yeah. Then what about fake wellness checks in domestic? My ex called cops for wellness and told them I was loaded up. I don't know what that means. Had 14 deputies with their guns drawn and they took me in. First of all, that sounded a little extreme for 14 deputies. Unless you just loaded up mean you had a bunch
Means
of
guns. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's what he means.
Oh, loaded up.
But still,
Okay.
if you have no reason to or any kind of past issues with you having guns or threatening anybody, I don't see why they would send that many people.
Maybe
They would probably send
Wisconsin's
maybe
different.
2 officers doing a welfare check, say, hey, you just got a welfare check on you, just check to make sure everything all right. Then if they saw any indicators that you about to damn act a donkey, then you call them reinforcements. But you can't go in there with a sledgehammer trying to kill a mosquito. You got to go in there. So I don't know.
Maybe prior history, prior stuff on his.
Usually, if it's something like that, they're going to ask for a call history, and a call history tells the officer basically how many times we've been there in the past and what kind of calls it is. They come there and say, "Hey, I did a call history of Roberto. Only been there one time, and he was a complainant." And we ain't gonna send 15. We're gonna send 1 or 2 officers. But they say, hey, we've been there multiple times. He's known to have a gun. He's known to have a knife, violent tendencies. Then we may send the cavalry. Right.
It's crazy, man.
14 deputies a little bit extreme.
Yeah, and you know, it also goes back to too. And I'll say this: like, she was in an abusive relationship before me, right? So it also comes like full circle. It's like you said, you got to break that cycle because someone that's been in it so long, like, I mean, okay, okay.
They expect the next guy that they're with to be the same way,
right? Yeah, exactly, because true. She used to have a house, right? Whatever, had her own house. Boy, when I tell you what her boyfriend that she had before me did to that fucking house, doors were kicked off, fucking like holes in the wall, like all type of shit, bro. Like that was if you think of that shit was toxic.
Yeah,
that shit was like fucking toxic.
How do you even live like that? You go home and the fucking doors broken and shit.
It was crazy, bro. Crazy, the fucking bedroom door was kicked down. Walls had fucking holes, walls had holes in them and shit. You know what I mean? So
I'm assuming the guy was like hitting the fucking walls because he didn't want to hit her or some shit.
See, I'm materialistic as hell, man.
He's hit her.
I'm materialistic as hell. I'll be like, yeah, let's go outside and have an argument because we ain't breaking any of my stuff. Man. You don't want to break that $300 Xbox controller. No, put it down. Put that Elite controller
shit,
down.
I can't even remember. I forgot that.
If I'm that pissed off, I don't even care about materialistic things at that point. I'm focused more on you at that
I'm the
point.
opposite. I'm the
Yo.
opposite. I know. I'm
No, because the thing about me is I already know expecting that shit is gonna break. So fuck everything
No.
else. I don't. It has no value to me after that because it's gonna be broken.
No, like
Bro.
you fucking bitch,
That's
come
the
over
way
here.
I am.
Come over here away from my Oculus, man. Come over here and yell at me over here. You fucking bitch, you know.
There was
I'll be very cognizant.
one time she went after my PS3. I had a PS3 at the time, and it was sitting there. And we were arguing, and she grabbed it, and I grabbed her so fucking quick because I had already spent like $400 for that system. I grabbed her I grabbed her so fucking quick. I was like, "Yo, who? Don't even fuck with my thing, bro." You know what I mean? And then she put it back down. That's when Roberto was talking about the Hulk shit, right? That's when it came out for me. I was like, yo, because to me, after my parents passed away and everything, I've had a serious thick skin. You gotta do a lot to me to push me to that level. You know what I mean? But at that point, when I'm like, yo, you are not gonna break something that I just bought that I spent so much money for. So I grabbed her and I just fucking said, yo, don't touch my shit. And the Hulk came out, gave her a little shake, put it down, and then we continue arguing. We still continue arguing, right? But she didn't go after my shit. And that's the thing. Never went after anything of mine after that again. But
why do they want to do that shit? Like, does a man look for her expensive purse or her fucking makeup kit or something
or
something personal,
to sell or something?
You know, like why do women do that shit? I don't understand.
I have no idea.
That's another show, eh?
Yeah.
Did I just say A?
You did say A.
Oh my god, I'm getting Canadianized.
Bro, you already been. What are you talking about?
Yeah, it's been a long time. It's a long time I haven't heard myself said A. You know, because of the job we did, right?
Yeah. Of course. But yeah, man, you got to get out of them toxic relationships, man, because that shit doesn't work. It's not good for your health. And the minute the lease was up and shit, I was like, yo, I'm out. I'm done. And I bounced.
Yo, I was in a relationship where this girl kept testing me. I remember one time, man, I was in my Mustang and she was calling me a pussy. You're a pussy. And I said, I'm a pussy? I said, yeah, I'm a pussy. And I was going to drive my fucking car into a wall. We were in Point St. Charles. I was driving down the street, man. I was flying. She's screaming, you're fucking crazy. You're going to crash. You fuck around. What am I going to do? Fucking like 200-foot skid marks. Mm-hmm. I said, get the fuck out my car. I can't believe I'm going to kill myself because of you. You know what I mean? If I drove into that wall, we're talking explosion, Anzo. I'm going 250, 60 kilometers in the city.
But that's
a woman could bring a rage in a man unlike anything else on this planet.
Yes. That's what I was just about to say, bro. It's just about to say, out of all the men, I remember when I had to go to court for the thing, right? The threat and everything, they had to go to court. And when I was sitting in the waiting room and a bunch of dudes were in there, and this is no lie, every dude I spoke to was in there because of a woman. Every single one of them. And it's just, that's when you realize, man, the power of the PUSSY, bro. And you gotta be careful with that shit, because you get caught up, man. It's fucking madness, man.
And any man that says otherwise is a fucking liar.
This is what's crazy, because then when you see her, if you did right by her, if you see her just totally try to destroy you, and you don't know all the things you did for that, all the sacrifices, and you start going back in your mind and playing like shit back.
Mm-hmm.
That's what causes that rage, boy.
Yep.
Man, but Danny, right here, I did this. Man, I could have done this, but I did this.
But you're with this girl 4 or 5 years, whatever. She knows what you don't like. She knows the shit that pisses you off, the shit that really irks you. And they fucking just pull out the whole bag of them. I'm going to throw this at him. I'm going to throw this at him. Let me see when he's going to lose it. You pussy.
What makes that fire hotter when you by yourself?
Yes.
You think of all that shit, man, and you come and then she calls on the phone. That's just like the match. You already ready to damn burn. But times you get that call and she's saying, "Oh, you pussy motherfucker! Oh, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna take that."
Yep. And I tell you this, and I'm gonna say this straight up: woman calls you pussy, she have no respect for you.
Mm-hmm.
She has no respect for you. She sits there and says, "You're a fucking pussy. You're this and that." She has no fucking respect for you. And that's a fact. She thinks you're soft. She thinks you're fucking weak.
No, but you are weak if you allow these words to get to you, because she knows, like I said back in the day, if you call me weird, if you called me a pussy, all ego shit, you know? You're not these people, so they say it to, like I said, to get you twisted, man.
Yeah, right. And I'm not saying for
and
you
you're right, it is no respect
I'm not
to say to the man you love all these things to get you twisted.
I guess you can argue and shit without fucking calling them kind of names and shit.
Because you could pull out that famous C word that makes them turn into the Hulk.
Unless you live in Australia, mate.
Call a woman a cunt and watch how they fucking transform.
They hate it.
They live in Australia.
Like 7 out of 10 or 8 out of 10 women.
8 out of 10 turn into the Hulk.
Yep.
But
the other two don't understand. No hablo.
No, if you live in Europe,
I'll tell you what, man.
They don't care about that word.
What's the kicker? This man, if you don't love the woman, that's all. But if you love that woman, that shit makes it 50 times worse.
Facts, yeah, right. And that's
the heart wants what it wants, buddy.
Yes,
but Danny, that's the whole thing we're trying to say. If you want, you could pull out that magic word that will fucking twist them in and out, and there's no coming back once you get them there. But they'll do that to you on the regular.
Oh yeah,
you know, we hold that like it's a fucking breaking case of fire thing. They're like a water pistol. They're just throwing it at you, man.
It's like having a cat that's testing your patience to see what fucking stuff it can knock down and fucking break, you know?
Same
thing.
Absolutely. 100%, you know? And you know, especially the one I was with, she would just do it because she literally wanted me to hit her, bro. Like wanted me to hit her for whatever reason. I guess because that's the type of relationship she was in before. And I guess that's how you feel loved or whatever. That's how you handle your business. But that wasn't me. You know what I mean? And every time was argument, oh, hit me.
Oh, she
she would always tell me, hit me.
She didn't want that to put evidence to have your ass in jail.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? It's like hit me, and I'm like, nah, man, that's not my fucking style. We can sit there and argue for fucking hours, and that's why I said when I got a thick skin, it was like you could sit there and you could call me all kinds of names you wanted to. I could give a shit. There are times where I would just be sitting there and she'd be arguing, and I'd just be sitting there playing my game or watching TV and shit, and I just block that shit out. You're not listening to me. You're ignoring me. Yes, I'm fucking ignoring you. Because if I don't ignore you, then shit's gonna pop off. You know, and
all I'm gonna say is cardboard and pillows are good things. You know, physical assaults.
Thanks, Danny. I appreciate that. He's saying no marks. Please, no marks.
Oh, Captain Kangaroo's in there.
What's up, Captain Kangaroo? What's up? Oh fuck. Hey, what's up, Paul? How you doing, man?
What's up, Paul? What's up, Captain Kangaroo?
You call Captain Kangaroo?
Yeah.
I'm looking all over. Where's Captain Kangaroo? I don't see that.
The lack of emotional development that leads her to connect with anger with Karen. Absolutely. Because that's what she had a relationship built off of, right? You know, getting beat and all kinds of shit. So she feel like, yeah, that's what a relationship is. And for me, fuck that shit, bro. I spent one night in jail and realized that I never ever want to spend another minute, second, hour whatever in jail again. Never. I don't understand how certain people go into jail for like 3 years and then when they get out, they do the same shit and go right the fuck back in. No,
Because
sir.
they can't let go, Anzo. They can't let go.
No,
Soon as
sir.
they come out, they fucking create a Facebook account. Let me see. Is she in a relationship?
It's the machismo.
Who's
stuff,
she dating?
You know?
Oh, who's that guy in the picture? I'm gonna fucking kill her. You know, these guys just can't let go, man.
They're used
It's
to the
the machismo.
lifestyle of, hey, I'll trade you 5 packets of coffee for 6 packets of
Some
ramen.
cigarettes or some
Some
shit.
cigarette.
It's sad. It's sad. It's really sad.
Now, some
You
people
know,
like that.
but
In some of those places, they are important.
Oh yeah.
They have a purpose outside those walls. They don't have a purpose. They're just one of the regulars. But inside there, man, if you watch Shawshank Redemption, perfect example.
Red
Was like, man, in here I can get things. What can I do outside? And then if he hadn't met Andy, he would have hung himself just like the other guy did.
Brooks was here. That's my second favorite movie. Yeah, well, that Brooks was like a prime example of that, where it's just like I can't live on the outside.
I had a friend like that. He fucking
there's a name for it. I can't think what they called it.
He'd get caught all the time in the fall, spend the winter inside, come out in the summer.
Well, Red also asked, like, when he had a job working bagging groceries, he was asking the guy, he's like, yeah, can I take a piss, man? He's like, you don't have to ask me that. You're not in prison anymore. He was so used to that for 70 years. Yeah,
but that's the thing, though. Like, okay, someone getting out doing 70 years and then coming out, like, that's fucked up. But some of these guys will do like a year, 6 months bid or something like that, and then get out for a couple months and then right back in. And I'm like, man,
or even within a month.
Yeah, within a month, right?
Their friends are in there. They have gangs in there.
Yeah, like Danny said, they have more pull. There's somebody in there,
Like
they click their finger, they get cigarettes. They click their shit, they get food,
Bruh, 1 minute in there is too much for me. I never want to go back. You wake up in the morning, they give you this fucking dry ass piece of bread with Swiss cheese in the middle, and they give you one little fucking box drink, and that was your breakfast. I was like, fuck.
Right now it's 12:21 a.m. I'm eating some Doritos. In prison, I can't do that shit. I gotta sit there
lights out.
Dream about Doritos.
You got lights out like at 8 o'clock or 9 p.m. and shit like that.
You want to get 1 hour of sunlight? I mean, being outside? Nah, that's okay.
You gotta hide some Doritos in that prison wallet, man.
and we're talking Doritos and sunlight. 6 months with no poom poom. A year. 2 years, 5
You're gonna be someone else's. You're gonna be someone else's poom poom.
And then you gotta fight because somebody gonna try to do something crazy. You can't sleep on your fucking stomach because you
they get conjugal visits. Right?
Shit,
if you're married,
what the fuck you smoking?
Oh, if you're married, okay.
Oh no.
What?
No.
Oh shit. Okay.
Oh no. Some of them.
You better meet your new wives right here.
Or you're gonna become a wife.
You're gonna become a wife. That's right.
Yeah, you better fight and scrape for that shit, man.
Yeah, man. I just for me, I've never understood that mentality.
And then, because you can't stay awake forever. You're gonna eventually have to go to sleep.
Mm-hmm. I watch a YouTuber. It's the After Prison Show. He talks about all that, the top 10 items in commissary and shit like that. Coffee number 1. What else? Oreos number 2. Cigarettes number 3. He used to trade to keep his,
Dodgers has a good question.
Oh God!
Boom boom is pussy, right?
Yes, it is. Ask Caleb. He'll tell you all about it.
Yes,
I'll say this since MSK is here, like all those freaking noises that he makes on his stream. If he was in prison, he'll be making someone's wife.
Oh yeah, he would definitely be someone's wife.
MSK, you better be good at spades or solitaire or whatever, man. Some kind of poker.
You better be good at singing.
Oh shit! We hit the. What are you gonna say, Danny?
I just said, no, that ain't a lie for me.
Yeah, me neither, man. Me neither.
See how those suckers can do that shit.
Me neither, man. And
After watching that brother who spent 30 years in jail for a crime he didn't commit stand in the rain like he was born again, that made me say I never want to be inside, yo.
It was some kind of
for real.
documentary me and my wife was watching, and it was like this guy. He was telling how they pick out and choose people.
Yeah, that's the guy I'm talking about. That cop told him, "You're going to jail whether you killed him or not." He was on death row for 30 years. Is that the one that Oprah interviewed?
No, this one I'm talking about. This guy was telling how they identify and choose men that they're gonna turn and have sex with.
Oh, he was different topic.
What the fuck? Yeah, I was like, huh? No.
MSK, that's an understatement, brother. You're gonna be getting more of that.
You're gonna be someone's mouthpiece.
Oh shit! We hit the 2 hour mark, guys. We are gonna close it up. We started late, but we finished and we still did our 2 hours. It was a great show. Do appreciate everybody that came into the chat to show some love, much respect. We're gonna go around the panel one last time so my boys over here can talk about their channels. Josh, we'll start with you. Talk to the people, sir.
I always come in with low energy, but I'm leaving with high energy. That's it, man. Movie Aficionados. I'm on Facebook, YouTube. I got new videos up there. I got new videos coming. I think Fast F9 is coming out, so I'm gonna be reviewing that. And O.O.C on Wednesday. That's it, man.
Oh, I seen F9 already. So.
Oh, did you see it? It's out.
Yeah, I did.
I gotta watch that.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
It's out. It's out if you want to find it. You know what I mean? It's out if you want to find it.
I'll wait till the theater. I want to see it.
When I was gonna get on it.
I don't want to be watching that on my phone, man. Yeah.
You'd be like,
I'd rather see it in the theater.
So Mission Impossible shit. You damn right, Danny. I went on the site and I was like, oh, Fast 9. Okay, I'm gonna watch this. I'm gonna watch Infinite tonight because it's on there too. So I'm gonna watch that one.
Yeah, let me know if that's good.
I will.
I just don't want to pay that damn subscription for it.
Yo, man, I set up a thing to watch it whenever you want to watch it. I'll wait for you when you have time.
Let me know.
You tell me.
No, I mean you watch it and then let me know if it's good.
Oh, okay. I will. Infinite. Yeah.
I watched all of that. No, sorry. No, I didn't watch that. Sorry. It was called How come you never told me about Invincible, man?
Invincible, yeah. We were talking
Invincible was fire, bro.
Fucking right. I just watched it. I was like, holy shit. How come Monzo never told me about this, man?
Could have sworn he did.
Oh, man.
Cartoon. Invincible cartoon.
Yeah, I watched it all, man. That was, fuck. That was done so well.
Omni-Man.
The storyline, everything. Omni-Man. Yeah. That was good.
With the comics, though, I hear the comics are better.
Really?
Paul
I don't know.
Paul said, "Oh man, don't knock eating a woman's ass." Yeah, I think I'm gonna knock that.
What if she ain't too talented at cleaning it, man?
Well, no, I've seen that. I don't want to talk. Oh no.
Oh well, I could just give you a nugget if you want one bad enough.
Maybe next Wednesday we'll talk about that.
That's sorry. I can't even talk about that shit.
You are good at getting turned in, bro. I don't keep no fugitives nowhere around me. So your ass to be back in prison.
Andrea, tell the people about your channel, sir.
I don't have a channel myself, but I'm usually on MSK's channel, like doing live stream and stuff like that with him at times. You can find me there. And yeah,
absolutely. MSK, I will watch it. I'll let you know. We definitely review it if you want to. Mr. Danny Graham. Yeah, go ahead.
Is that a show or a movie?
Yeah,
it's a movie.
What is it though?
Infinite. It's with Mark Wahlberg and the black guy where they go through time and they have infinite lives or something like that. Yeah. They die and keep getting reborn through time.
The guy that
didn't they make something like that already?
12 years of a slave.
Yeah, the guy in 12 Years of a Slave, right?
It kind of reminds me of Highlander a little bit. That's the vibe I get.
Yeah.
Kind of.
So talk to the people, Danny.
I am Danny, AKA Comic Chat. My show's Monday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. chaotic conversations, 6 questions, 10 minutes. If you not do anything on Monday nights at time, please drop by and support. I'm currently at 1,411 subscribers. My next goal is 1,500. I can only do that with your help and support. So please tell your friends. Please share and like all of our shows, and another good show. Thanks for having me.
Thank you very much. We try our best. Roberto, talk to the people, sir.
As I stated in the get-go, I am working on my show. LDG was here for a minute. Once he gives me an update, who knows, maybe next Thursday, you see me on that side and Anzo sitting here, being a host on my show, where we're going to talk about your ego and how you can make it so much further in life if you just fucking get along with it, man. Don't let it control you.
Mm-hmm.
That is correct.
You can find me here Wednesday night with these fine gentlemen. Always have special guests like Andrea coming in. Good people.
Absolutely.
And support my brothers, man. Support my brothers and support this brother.
Absolutely. Everybody's
Cricket crew.
Yeah, I was just about to say the Cricket Crew come in. Everybody's channel is in the description, so if you haven't subbed to them, please sub to them already. I just spoke with Yellow, so next week he said he'll come on, so we'll have him on for next week. I've been on a couple of streams with him. Good dude. Sub to his channel as well. Sub to the people in the chat. T-Violence. T-Virus. T-Violence.
That sounds like a nice one. T-Violence.
T-Violence.
He got some very interesting, short videos, but they're informational. They're cool. You'll love them.
Absolutely. 100%. Paul is in the house. HalogenHelix, sub to him. LDG is in the house. MSK is in the house. All these guys are good people, man. And if you want good content, sub to them, man. You won't be disappointed.
Respect.
Yeah, I haven't had any issues. I love all the shit that these guys do. So, show the love. We spread it around here all the time. With that being said, guys, we are going to close it out one last time.
Even subscribe to Mama's Bear too. Subscribe to her channel.
Oh shit! Did
well.
I forget Mads? I forgot Mads. I'm sorry, Mads. Yes, sub to Mads' channel. Mads. Absolutely. And I was thinking I'm forgetting somebody.
Yeah,
I just subbed to Mads earlier.
Excellent.
Already there. Already there.
Yeah. My bad, Mads Mama Bear. I didn't do it on purpose. You know that. But yeah, definitely sub to her, man, because she was at 399. We got her over the 400 hump. So now we got to get her up to 500. Yeah, absolutely. Nice. Yeah. Much respect with everybody. Once again.
And Aiden, hold on. It's not Ringo Starr. It's right here who says peace, yo.
That is correct. That is correct. And I'm going to add a new flip to it, like I said the last time. Peace, love, and hair grease. We out.
Deuces.